Hey guys, I just finished a face-to-face workshop, and it was very rare that I have a face-to-face workshop. Most of my workshops are Zoom now. So I really look forward to opportunities where I can really connect with people. And one of the things that I was really happy and proud of is that this idea that why do I do what I do? And one of the things that drives me to do what I do is this idea of freedom. Freedom that this person is able to be himself, be true to himself, and let others know that actually this is me. So, one incident about this was that this guy, he had a certain way of thinking, and he has a certain talent called intellection, right? He has a certain way of thinking, and he needed to, and people with intellection needed to be able to stay somewhere quiet to think deeply, sometimes 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And this idea of intellection also means that sometimes when people chill you or ask you for lunch, right, you actually don't want to go. You want to stay somewhere in the corner and just think through your day, think through the thoughts that you have, think different angles of that same subject. And what is interesting was that when we were able to ask that person to share and all that, I say, so when people ask you for lunch, then how? And the whole room was there. So the whole team was there. And they were all looking at him. And he was sharing that, yeah, I actually go. Most of the time I go. Right? 8 out of 10 times I do go. But this was the interesting part. Because he was able to share in such a way that this is how he was built, right? He had that freedom to share. He actually shared something deeper. So sometimes when I agree to go for lunch, I sometimes regret it because I actually wanted to be able to stay somewhere else to just think through or go for lunch by myself. So this helped the whole team to understand that, hey, actually for this person, sometimes if he doesn't want to go for lunch, he's not antisocial, it's just him. And I felt that whole freedom of the room, just like, especially for him, to be like, wow, I'm able to share how I really feel about certain things. And next time, if I reject somebody or a group or my team, say, hey, go for lunch, man, let's go. And it's like, actually, no. I just want to stay back for a while and just think through, or I just want to go on my own. It doesn't come across as you're antisocial, or it doesn't come across as you're just not a team player. It now comes across as now I understand that how unique you are. And so, just mulling over this is really the idea that people really want to be free at work. That freedom to be who they are. And if you're the kind of guy that just wants to keep quiet and think through certain things and not have those social gatherings all the time or social or social moments over lunch, then you're free to do that. But if you're kind of the guy or you're kind of guy that actually loves to talk to everybody, right? And you find energy talking to people, you're also free to do that. So the question I always ask myself also is the idea that for this person, how is he built? How is he built in a way that actually what is his true nature? And the more we actually know about the true nature of each person, maybe this guy's a thinker, maybe this guy's a talker, so we know how to engage them. And we don't judge them anymore. Like last time, it's like, oh, this guy don't want to go. Every time I ask him for lunch, forget it. He won't come with us. Right now we know that actually he needs that time. And we're so much more gracious, so much more forgiving, but most importantly, so much more respectful for each other. So when you see an activity or see a behavior that you don't understand about that person, why is he doing it that way? Why does he always have to do it in that way that's very different from yours? Understand one thing, that we are so different. This thing up here, our mind thinks in such a different way. And the more you get to know that person, the more you know that he doesn't do this only at work. He does this on Saturday and Sunday, and maybe even family time, or even with his friends. Sometimes he just needs to go somewhere quiet, and that gives him that freedom to be able to say it right now. And previously he couldn't.